So here looks like Tim and Joyce and Samuel. And is that Rachel? Yeah. Hey, Samuel. Hey, dude. Yeah, we used to have a diving board down there. Yeah. Hey, buddy. You want to touch a camcorder? Can I see your finger? Hey, man, look at you with your barnyard stuff on. Dude, he's absolutely awesome. And his John Deere hat. He's cute. Man, the road looks really nice. You done a good job.
Well,
well, I know it needs like $100,000 worth of gravel, but
this right here is the only part that's really fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The barn.
Well, I can see you've been working though back up in there. It looks
all I really did was get my truck in and out.
It looks great.
But if I was going to fix it, I'd fix it all like I did the bottom. You can tell the difference. Up through there, it's got all the brush off of it and filled in some holes.
It looks
it's
great.
Dry. If anybody wanted to, you can fix it good.
What have you been into?
Pedaling, just working a little.
You are on the video here.
Oh, no. Just working. Peeling some trees.
Peeling trees. What do you do with the bark?
Oh, we sell the bark.
You sell the bark?
Yeah.
Is it poplar bark?
Yeah.
What do you sell it for? Siding?
Siding out of it.
Who makes the siding out of it?
There's a dude down here in Spruce Pine named Marty McCurry.
So there's a lot of houses now with poplar siding?
Well, it's a niche market. It's a real high-end type thing. There's several people that kind of tries to process it.
So do you peel the trees? You have some kind of mechanism that does that?
Yeah.
What? Right there it is.
There's no easy way to do it. You just got to.
You actually take an axe and peel it?
No, I take a chainsaw. I can cut it down and
rip it.
Cut a line down it.
And you pry it off?
And then you just take little bark spuds. People's been peeling bark for years. You know, they used to peel oak bark for make tannic acid.
Yeah.
You've heard of acid wood. And,
oh yeah.
And so there's some kind of acid that we generated in chestnut oaks that they would peel to make tannic acid for tanning. They called it tan bark.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where the spuds come into play. And then people used to, if you never noticed up here at the chalet.
So what's a spud now? Tell me.
A spud is just a
tater?
It's a little metal tool.
Yeah.
Got a long wooden handle. Like if you think of a chisel.
Yeah.
Have a big
long chisel.
You ever heard of what they call a slick? A woodworker's slick?
No, you have to show me these things, brother.
It's a big chisel, so it'd be that wide. And it'd have a cutting edge would be about that wide. It'd have a flat surface, it'd be about this long, and it would taper into where you put a handle in it. So like if you were an Amish dude, you're building a barn, you'd take that slick and you could cut holes, like if you had a mortise and a tin and you could cut holes out with it. Just a big old humongous chisel is basically what it is. But a spud looks kind of like a slick, except it's got a little curve in it. It's real sharp on one end. Where like the logs like this.
Yeah, so it can go with the curvature of the
you get it under the bark like that, see, and you got this big old long handle.
It's like you do this kind of thing here with it.
Right.
Then.
You put it there and you peel back, and you stick it down and you peel it back again, and you just work your way down the log.
Wow.
You ought to come up and watch us one day.
Well, I want to do that. Tom invited me to come yesterday, but it said it was raining and all, so I ended up staying at home and doing some freelance work.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a way to make a little extra money when the bark only peels, say from 1st of June till maybe middle of July, and then it starts tightening back up. Well, I was going to say up there at the chalet, they've been doing this for years. The reason the poplar bark is so popular, people used to use chestnut bark. And there's a little cottage up there at the chalet. If you ever noticed it, you know where their dumpsters is on 226A?
Yep.
Right behind them dumpsters, if you look, there's one of them old...
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
It's got chestnut. That's actually got chestnut bark on it. So that was put on there back in the 20s.
So the bark lasts forever then once it's on there.
That could be replaced. Yeah. That's how Marty got started. It's like the ECO Lodge, different ones that were built in the teens and 20s had chestnut bark siding. And when it finally wore out, you know, like I say, it lasted 80 years. They were looking for an alternative to put back on it, and they started peeling poplar and putting on there.
What do you do with the logs? You just cut them up?
I sell the logs. Yeah.
With plenty of good poplar up in there, ain't it?
Yeah, the deal is now it's like I say, it's a niche market. It's become a real high-end thing for some of these developments that have the big timber frame buildings.
Yes.
They use a lot of bark siding on the outside for shingles. On the inside they make cabinet doors, and it's really neat. Some of the stuff. You ought to go by Marty's and look at his stuff.
We'll have to go see him, man. That would be cool.
He's interesting to talk to. He'd love to talk to you too.
I'd love to do that, brother.
But the bark nowadays, when we first started doing it, I've been doing it for about 12 years. Whenever Marty started, it's when I started.
What's Marty's last name?
McCurry.
Marty McCurry.
He's from Lenore originally. He's a good old boy. His brother Gary helps him. He's a good fella too. But they'd buy a lot of different, the bark, they wasn't as particular about it. Now they've got to where they kind of got a science, and their market's changed enough where they're looking for bark that's at least 3/4 of an inch thick. So that knocks a lot of trees out of it.
Yeah.
And
you got to find kind of an old growth tree.
well, you just got to find a tree that's got thick bark.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be, typically your bigger trees have
Yeah.
thicker bark, but not always. I've peeled big ones that had thin bark, but I've peeled little ones that had thick, so just go see.
So it's kind of a, you know, it's a shot in the dark with the bark.
Not so much. You can about tell. Like, I mean, I can look at them and we could walk in the woods just for a minute.
And you can say, hey, that bark's thick.
I could say with a 90% likelihood.
There's some bark sense you've developed.
No, I can just, but you can look and see if it's got deep furrows in it or not.
Okay, okay.
If it's real smooth, chances are it's going to be thin.
I'm learning.
See?
Joyce here, man, it's like brilliant, isn't it?
I know all there is to know about the barking business. If I was brilliant, I'd be like Marty and I'd have millions of dollars for stinking bark. Instead, I've got like 12 bucks and I'm out here peeling it off. Marty's the one that's the smart guy.
Marty's the smarty.
Yep.
And Tim is the bark master.
I ain't peeled much over the past few years. It's been a few years since I peeled any. But I thought our little project up there is to try and pay for the tractor.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, if this is all we're going to cut, then we all might as well maximize it, try and peel some of the bark, get a little bit extra money.
Absolutely.
See, the load of logs I took brought $1,300, $1,350. And the load of bark off them trees brought $1,040.
Wow, so almost as much as the trees.
Yeah, well, see, and if we'd have been peeling all big trees, it would have brought. But the thing is, some of the trees we peeled, we just peeled one log off of them. So it's a good deal when it lasts. Hey,
How's
boy.
the baby been doing?
Good.
He just seems to be sweet as can be. He's a sweetie pie. You want to touch it? Look at this. You see yourself? You see the baby? That's you. That's you reaching for the camera. Look right there. That's you. It is. That's Samuel. Can he see himself in there?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I can't let you tear it up. You can play with my hand, though.
Give him your wave. You gonna wave at him? No? Yeah, wave at him.
Bye-bye.